and been a part of stuff behind the scenes. Obviously, you guys know Logan, Michelle Boone, Adam Tripp, Chase, his wife, Corey Floyd, Matt, Dizzy. All of these people are involved in making this magazine happen, guys. Huh? Oh, okay. I'm a little bit. Photographers are what make the magazine happen, not this guy. So I want to give you guys a chance real quick. If you have any questions at all, whether it be about the magazine, about what the future of the magazine, what's going to happen, everything leading up to the actual reveal here, anything you might have heard or whatever else, I'm going to make this an open format. You guys have a chance to ask a question. I'll come to you, raise your hand, and you guys can direct it up here, and these guys will answer any questions that you have right now.
Anybody?
I don't think anybody has any questions. They just want to see it. Uh-oh, there's one question. I should have known better.
Would you willingly be able to do like a section for 1 month for the females?
Of course. See, the thing about it is,
Go more towards the center there. There you go.
all right, so it's still gonna do. All right, so the good news is because I'm the one that did this, it's not a big corporation, it's a small company, and it's literally just me and everybody in this scene that's involved. So we can change things on the fly, we can make additions, we can change sections, we can do whatever we really want. And that's why I said it's really about everybody in the scene, because I want to do more sections about, the females in this group. I want to do more sections about pinstriping. I want to do more sections about what brings people to the shows. So whatever people have suggestions for, we are totally open to doing articles or whatever it is that you want to do.
Some of the questions I got asked while we were at LST. So at LST, people were asking, well, come up here real quick, come here. And so some of the questions that were asked, hey, were you gonna do readers' rides, which we have already posted that's gonna happen. Are you gonna do we talked about the music section, obviously. So a lot of the things you guys remember about Mini Truckin Magazine is all involved in this magazine. Under construction, everybody remembers that. Ben Shelton, what question do you have?
So future plans, monthly, instead of, what are we at, 3 for the rest of the year? Monthly, is that in the plans?
So for the next year, we're gonna do quarterly, because I want to gauge how much we can do in one issue. So right now it's 100 pages. The plan is for next year, we're gonna do like 120, 130 pages. So I'm trying to see how much coverage I can actually fit in there without making small little pictures. I want it to be really nice. So we did a high gloss 70-pound weight paper, so it's really heavy. And so it really depends on how much I can fit in there to be able to do monthly. So that we're gonna roll it out kind of in stages. One of the reasons why I couldn't get it, quarterly for this year was just because it took some learning for me to be able to do this. But quarterly, and then we may do like bi-monthly, and then we may do monthly, depending on how I can get it done. But I'm trying to just stage it out a little bit.
Yeah, thanks, Ben. So, that being said, there's been lots of stuff that we've talked about, obviously, as a group with stuff that's gonna happen. The fact is, this is not gonna be, I'm trying to think of a way to term this without being bad about it. This is not gonna be the kind of magazine that's so thin, not only in pages, but in the quality of pages, that you can use it in the bathroom. Guys, I'm trying to be kind of politically correct about this. Logan spent a lot of time, and seriously guys, he's not gonna give himself enough credit for all the work he's put in, but he spent a lot of time with the printer learning about paper and ink and how all of this works together, even the binding, the stapling where we were talking about the other day. So this is a very thick, high quality magazine. We all remember All Time Low, right? We all remember the quality of that magazine, the thickness of the paper, stuff like that. Look for that kind of quality. That's gonna be the key thing, guys. This is not something, that's gonna be, as soon as you turn a page, it literally rips out. It's not that thin, and I know you guys know where I'm going with that. So the quality is there, the prints is there, that's the important part. And you guys, without even seeing a copy, 2,100 subscriptions have been done. I mean, that's crazy.
It's actually closer to 2,300.
Oh, sorry, my bad. I'm being conservative over here. Hang on, Ben Shelton is back. What else you got, buddy?
Centerfolds posters. Is that in the middle?
Next year.
Next year, okay. There's a learning curve to all of this, obviously, guys. But I think Logan is studying for the bar. So as a lawyer and doing what he's doing, he has that going on, home life, and trying to build this magazine. It finally caught up to him Friday. Because you were late getting here Friday. But, guys, he presented us with an opportunity of something that we lost a long time ago. Now, the reason we lost it was because a lot of us got away from our roots, I feel like. A lot of us got away from, Bob Hayes said it best in the West Coast Influence, toilet time. Flipping the pages of a magazine. But every one of you guys, at one point or another in the past 5 years, have said, man, it was so cool back in the day when I used to wait by the mailbox to get Mini Truckin in the mail. I mean, how many of you guys have all said that? You know what I'm saying? So, the opportunity's back, guys. That's the best part about this. Sure, you'll see debuts on the internet. You're not gonna be able to control that. That is what it is. Social media is gonna be that way. But the option to have the paper, quality paper with print in your hand is back. And it's back in a very good way. There's companies all over the place jumping on board to be a part of this because they understand the roots. I mean, I don't know about you guys, I've been doing this since 1994. So, seeing Mini Truckin go away, and I'm guilty. I was one of the guys that kind of let the subscription go and just, never renewed, and it is what it is. We're all guilty of that. Ben still has a subscription. He's still waiting for that issue from 2013. But Logan's given us this chance, guys. Let's not let him down, and let's not let down the photographers and the people behind the scenes of making this happen. So 2,300 almost subscriptions. I think that says a lot.
Yeah, I mean, when we passed 500, I had no idea what I was going to do because I was like, oh man, this is real. But I also think that, like he was saying, the quality is something that I'm trying to stand by. I want to make sure that we have something that everybody really wants to pick up and read. Now, along those lines, the first issue, it's still kind of a learning experience, right? I went through a whole bunch of test pieces, which you'll get to see some things here in a little while. But one of the things that I've learned is that staples, it's a whole different world when you start stapling a magazine that's that heavy. So because of the weight of the magazine, this first issue that we've done, the pages themselves are so heavy that it's hinging on the cover. And this is where we want constructive criticism. I'm gonna be an attorney. I'm not gonna get butthurt over certain comments that are made, right? I want all the feedback because it's what you guys contribute to the magazine that's going to make this successful. I'm not doing it to make money. I'm not doing it for any other reason but for the love of the scene because that's what I care about. And I want everybody involved in that. So feedback on the magazine, whether it's good, bad, or ugly, we want to know about it. We also want to know what you want. Like she said, the female sections. We want to know those things because we want to give back to whoever it can be in this scene. But this first issue, we did our best, and I think it's come out really great. You'll notice that there may be some small little imperfections, but it's things that we're fixing along the way. So as we build it, we want you guys to just tell us, hey, yeah, this was great, or this wasn't so great. Just let us know kind of what you feel about it, and we'll keep adding and changing and making it really about what you guys do in this scene.
I have a question if you guys are going to do a memorial to Courtney Hallowell in any of these.
So we talked about that, and it's coming. We just want to do it right. And it's it's going to take all of you guys to make that happen too. You know, it's not just me, it's not just them, it's not just, you know, one of us. So we want a lot of stories. We want to make it kind of a memorable piece when it comes out. So whatever we can do to make that happen, where it's got stories behind it or photos that you may have, we want to do something with that. So as we brainstorm ideas, then we will let everybody know. Send us your ideas, stories, photos, whatever we can do, and we'll make it happen.
So, how about mini truck themed cars? So I gotta really have that kind of.
He said he sleeps with her, so he's gotta know up front.
So I know in issues previous, they did some like Mini Truckin inspired issues, and I think we want to bring some of that back. So eventually we will start doing, you know, Mini Truckin inspired cars, vans, whatever it is. We want you guys to tell us, because again, you know, it's not just about me. It's not about one of us. It's about all of us. And since we're here all together for this one big scene, you know, we need to showcase that as well. So yeah, we'll bring stuff back. We just need whatever you guys want to do. We'll make it happen.
So my question is, I know you said you're doing international exposure. Will you be focusing on, like, say, a New Zealand, a Canadian, an Australian issue only?
We haven't said that yet, but it would be really neat to do that. And again, that's a great idea because I didn't think of it, you know, at all. We just would have content so far from other countries in there.
Because in those countries, we have some really badass vehicles. If you take a look at New Zealand, what they're producing over there, or Japan, I mean, the quality of Japan trucks are unbelievable. And we've got some pretty badass Canadian trucks too. We got the West Coast, we got us here in Ontario, we got some really nice rides.
Right.
If you don't know it, he's Canadian, eh?
So Dave Thomas is going to be our photographer in Canada. And he's getting us some coverage there.
Not the Wendy's Dave Thomas, see the difference.
But then we have Shitaro here, and actually in the second or third issue, we will have some stuff from Japan that he's already done. So yeah, I mean, we want to be able to showcase their builds as well, because in Japan, you know, they do it big. They don't do it small. So, you know, we really want to do that. But I think that's a great idea to have, you know, maybe once a year, do something very specific for a country.
So, talking about old school, are you going to have the static trucks in there, not all airbag trucks, body drop trucks?
Yes. So the plan is static, bagged, whatever. You know, it's whatever it is, as long as it's Mini Truckin inspired or, you know, a true mini truck, then that's what it's going to be about.
The old Mini Truckin book kind of, that was it. You know, if it wasn't bagged, the body drop, you didn't see none of the static trucks. It's true, yeah.
Right. So we've talked to a few people with static vehicles, and they're in the process of getting photo shoots done. So yeah, I mean, we want to make sure that everybody's included in that. It's not just bagged, but kind of what you were talking about to the originating Mini Truckin Magazine. There will be some throwback issues as well, and what we tried to do is take bits and pieces from all of the, you know, from, what was it, 18 years? How long were they actually running? 89. So.
88, first issue.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So, you know, in that time span, they changed how they did layouts. They changed how printed. Half of it was black and white. Half of it was color. You know, we may do some throwbacks to that because I want to make sure that we cover all of our grounds to make it, you know, really something memorable for everybody.
For those of us that have been around a long time, there's a lot of issues you can't get back to anymore. And you guys want to save these on the drives or save these places to where that it stays forever, because that's the problem with this. A lot of people want to go back and get, I probably did upwards of 100 temper magazines and you can't even find it anymore. So if you want to go back and look and maybe show your kid or grandkid, it's not available. So are you guys thinking about this?
So the good news is I can keep all the PDF files that we send in for the print, and then we will save them for whenever they need to be printed again or have access to. The best part about the printer that I'm working with he can actually print on the fly. So he will be able to, like, if you want an issue that you missed, you can purchase it, and usually within about 24 to 48 hours, he ships it out. So it is a purely print thing. That way you can have access pretty much immediately.
And you know, Brian, you bring up a great point there too, because we remember the tech articles back in the day, and I'm glad you brought that up, because the tech articles, and what's cool is, again, this isn't a corporation, guys. This is a handful of true mini trucking people involved in this. So this stuff's going to be available at any time when it needs to be. That's what's good about Logan. He understands of what's going on. This isn't corporate. This isn't over in another country. This is right here, born and bred in America, that's going to happen in this. And then we have all of our people coming from across the country and across the world being a part of it. So I think it's very important that you guys remember the things that are going to be involved in this magazine, and a lot of it can't happen without you guys. So is it Mini Truckin Mag at gmail.com? Is that what it is? Mini Truckin LLC at gmail.com. That's the email, guys. Feel free to email. You know who Logan is. We know Adam, we know Michelle. I would assume most of you guys know Chase. You know, Corey, Floyd, Dizzy, Matt, all these people are all involved in this. You know, worst case, reach out to myself. Any one of us can pass the information along. We want to know. We need your input. If it's not right, let's make it right. If it's what you guys want, let us know. We can't make it perfect without you guys, okay? That's very, very important.
Yeah, talking about tech articles, that is one thing that, we do our best on. Chase helped me build the S10 that I was building, and, that's what I did, was tech articles. And that is where I learned a lot of what we do here. So I think doing that, especially with newer builds, doing different things, whatever it is, I'm all game for adding extra tech in there, because that's super interesting for me, not coming from this background at all and trying to learn it. That's over the course of, I guess now it's been 12 years that I've been in this. That's how I learned a lot of stuff, not just straight from YouTube, whatever. It was actually picking up a magazine, flipping through it, and being like, okay, yeah, there's pictures, there's a whole write-up, yeah, I can do this now, I get it. And that's what we want to be able to do with it.
I think the important part here is I think you guys have got the message. I think you understand that it's you guys that are going to make this magazine continue. The magazine wants to continue, and like you said, he's going to shoot for quarterly next year and then go from there on how things are going to work. But it's going to take all your guys' input and all your guys' help to be a part of this. So we want the feedback. We want to know what you like and don't like. The tech articles, I think, is huge. I feel like the tech articles kind of lost its luster there for a little bit. And I feel like some of the other magazines that are out now don't do the tech that relates always to us. So I know some of the people you have lined up for tech, and I know it's going to go the direction that you want.
Yeah, so if you guys are building something and you want to be able to showcase that, let us know, because if you can help us by making pictures happen, write-ups happen, whatever, then we want to show that.
So who's ready to see the cover? I don't think they're ready. I really don't think they are. You left it at home? Oh, Disney says it's at home. Sorry, not happening. So, you got that, Matt? You got it. So, are you nervous yet? Because I am. And I don't know why I'm nervous. It's not even my magazine. You guys are ready to see the cover? Make some noise. That's not that. No.
I'm pretty sure that's the sexiest man alive.
Something went wrong there. Hang on. I don't think that was supposed to be
There's the real
exposed.
In the first issue, we've got LST coverage from this year. We got Slamfest. We've got Cruise to the Pines, Australia, and then we have Eastbound Get Down. And And then you'll have to flip open the magazine to see the 4 features that are in there, as well as the tech articles, as well as the reader's rides, the construction zone. Yeah, you'll have to flip through it, take a look. And again, like we said, it's all about you guys and what you tell us. You know, we want to make sure that this is what you guys want. So you have to let us know. All right. So the real question I'm sure you guys have is, will you be able to buy them? Yes, we have 300 copies at the show, and we will have them at the booth after the auction. We wanted to be able to have them here, but at the same time, everybody that's subscribed, they have actually started shipping as of last night and this morning. So you should have them in the mail.
Just in case you guys didn't quite catch that, immediately following the auction, you can go to the Mini Truckin Magazine booth set up right next to Drop-N-Ware and buy this issue right now, okay? So as soon as the auction is over, you guys are welcome to head that way and start buying these.
On shelves, we just have to get there first. So it was like a learning process to get into the distribution warehouses and different things to be able to go on shelves. So that will probably be either next year or the year after that we will start doing that. I just had to learn how to actually get it there.
Over to Mini Truckin Magazine booth, which is right next to Drop-N-Ware, immediately that direction, and you will be able to buy one of these magazines. There's only 300 available at the show right now. If you've got a subscription, that magazine is probably already shipped, right? Or will be shipping.
It has shipped.
It has shipped. So when you guys get home Monday or Tuesday, you're gonna have your magazine in the mail already. But if you wanted to get an extra copy,